Alright, Rust players, our mining journey continues, and today we're gonna talk about how to get metal fragments in Rust. So the first and the best method is obviously to find metal ore nodes. And all you're gonna do is just dig them up and you're gonna get metal ore. As we can see right here. Now this is not metal fragments, but in order to turn these into metal fragments, you're simply gonna wanna chuck these in the furnace. They will cook up and then you will have metal fragments. Now, where to find metal nodes? It's very similar to all the other nodes. You mainly are gonna find them in kind of hill areas slash mountain areas. As you can see, there's many nodes here and there's also an abundance of metal. The other way to get a lot of metal ore is to head into the snow. And in the snow, you will be able to find a lot of them as well. Now you gotta be a bit more careful in the snow because unless you're wearing some sort of, armor which disguises you as like white, that kind of stuff, you'll be quite visible in the snow. And plus there's a lot of other people usually farming nodes in the snow, so you gotta be aware and careful of that. Now let's take a look at another method to get metal ore. Alright, so alternatively for metal ore, you're gonna want to grab as many various components as you can and then recycle them. For example, that you can do that by beating road trash and collecting all the stuff that drops. Well, the good stuff anyways, the components, not stuff like the beanie hats and large planter boxes. Those are not gonna get you very far. While farming road trash, always make sure to also loot various boxes you might find, because you will usually find some components in here. And you can find stuff like this, which are various lights and, various just random things which you can also convert into metal when recycling. Also, when you see these road signs, make sure to take these down too, because they will drop metal pipes and road signs, which will also be converted into metal, high quality metal and scrap when recycled. Now, once you've been farming roads for a while, you're probably going to want to approach some sort of a small monument like the gas station or mining outpost or the supermarket. And in these monuments, you'll also find more barrels, more crates, so you want to make sure to loot these as well. But be very careful in these areas because they are usually highly contested, and you will usually find players just sitting in the corner somewhere, just trying to shoot you and take your stuff. Also, don't forget to check the roof out, because you'll also be able to find various crates and boxes on roofs, and sometimes even military crates, which can of course contain better loot. Now, once you've done a bit of gathering, you're gonna want to find the recycler in one of these small monuments, and you're just gonna want to recycle a bunch of your components. Now, not every component was gonna give metal. For example, tarp, sewing kits are definitely not gonna give any metal fragments. But things you just gotta, it's kind of self-explanatory. If a thing is made out of metal, it's gonna usually give you, metal fragments, as you can see here. Just found a little military crate while recycling, and military crate found some tech trash. You might want to keep this, but I'm gonna recycle this as well, and it's gonna give us quite a bit of scrap. Alright, so for looting the roads and the gas station in like 2 or 3 minutes, that's approximately what I got. So no, you see, that's not as many metal fragments as you would get from mining. But if you also need scrap as well as high qual, this is probably a good way to get metal fragments as well. Little note, when looting various roads and stuff, you also want to pay attention to these abandoned, I don't know what they call, electrical stations, that kind of stuff, because in those you will also find some crates, and you will often find barrels in or around them as well. Alright guys, that is pretty much it on how to get metal in Rust. I hope this video helped you out. I hope you did learn something new. If you did, please drop a little like. Wait, what's happening here? Oh look, looks like a panther killed a bear. Would have thought that a bear would be able to, survive a panther. Alright, so anyways, I hope this video helped you out. If it did, please drop a little like, subscribe to my channel for more content, and I do hope to see you in the next one.